Okay, Rich Van Tassel here with you, finishing out Week 17 with the game picks. Up next, we have the San Diego Chargers at 4-11. They are traveling to Denver to play the Broncos, who are 11-4. Denver will clinch the AFC West with a victory. They will be a wild card team if they lose, and Kansas City is able to win. Also, a loss by Kansas City will clinch the division for Denver. All right, the injuries for the Chargers: Stevie Johnson and Javante Herndon, both wide receivers, are questionable. For the Broncos, Peyton Manning is probable. He will be backing up Brock Osweiler. C.J. Anderson, running back, is probable. Demaryius Thomas, wide receiver, probable. Owen Daniels, tight end, probable. And Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, is questionable. Now, we have Brock Osweiler playing. He's shown he's been up and down. He led that comeback victory last week for the Denver Broncos. That really helped him out. But it's certainly just becoming obvious the more and more he plays that he's still got a lot of work to do. I'm not saying Brock Osweiler can't play. I'm not saying he's not the quarterback of the future. What I'm saying is he's a guy who's making, what is it now, his sixth career start. He still has a lot of room to go and a lot of room to improve, and he's still going to make mistakes here and there. So how's he going to be today? San Diego's defense has not played very well. They have some injuries in the secondary, as is. Or no, they don't have any injuries in the secondary, excuse me. They just have not had luck in the secondary much this season. Demaryius Thomas is having a very good year, 100 catches already, only 5 touchdowns though. How well is San Diego going to be able to run the ball to keep Denver off the field? How much is San Diego even going to be looking to run the ball? They've thrown the ball a ton this season. I don't expect at being 4-11 they're going to be looking to run the ball much in this game, which is why I think they're going to get in trouble. Philip Rivers has kept his turnovers down, but his completions, he's thrown a lot of incompletions, so I think that will be a factor in this game as well. I don't see San Diego getting it. Denver is going to win this game very easily. I like it to be 31-10, and the nightmare season will finally come to an end for the San Diego Chargers. All right, next up, Seattle Seahawks at 9-6 travel to Arizona to play the Cardinals, who are 13-2, two division rivals, but nothing really on the line. Arizona can get the top overall seed in the conference with a win and a Panther loss. Seattle is essentially locked in to the wild card, and they're almost certainly going to be the sixth seed, depending on what I guess if Minnesota loses and Seattle wins, they can move up, but they're looking like they're going to be the sixth seed as of right now, which will mean a date with who is it? The winner of the Green Bay Minnesota game on Sunday night. Injuries: Marshawn Lynch, running back, is out. This is for Seattle. Luke Wilson, tight end, and Cam Chancellor, safety, are questionable. For the Cardinals, Michael Floyd, wide receiver, questionable. Larry Fitzgerald, wide receiver, probable. Carson Palmer, quarterback, probable. Dwight Freeney, linebacker, questionable. Rashad Johnson, safety, questionable. Now, a lot that will determine this game is what happens between Carolina and Tampa Bay, which is an earlier game at 1 o'clock. This game is being played at 4. So, oh no, excuse me, Tampa Bay and Carolina is also a late game. So, Arizona will not know coming into the game what's going on. I'm sure they'll be posting the scores if they see Carolina is off to a big lead. Arizona may rest up in the second half. We're not going to get into that because it's something we can't worry about until tomorrow when it happens. All that being said, I expect Arizona to be sluggish in this game. I don't think they're really expecting to get the top overall seed. They're probably going to play well just because even sluggish, they're still a good team, and they'll give Seattle fits, and it'll really determine what's going on the rest of the way when they post that score of the Carolina game. If it's close in that Carolina game, Arizona may come out hard in the second half. If they don't think they're going to win, I expect Seattle to get this win, which is why it's really a 50-50 game. I'm just going to pick off everything being equal. I'm going to take Arizona in this game, trying to win. I'd like it to be 27-23. Either way, they probably want to show Seattle that they're now the big kids on the block in that division. All right, St. Louis Rams, 7-8, travel to San Francisco to play the 49ers. 49ers ending their horrific season, that is, at 4-11. Injuries for the Rams: Alec Ogletree, linebacker, is on injury reserve. Todd Gurley, running back, doubtful. He's had a good year. It's a shame if he can't play the final game of the season. For the 49ers, Sean Drone, running back, is on injury reserve. Torrey Smith, wide receiver, probable. San Francisco really has nothing left to run the ball with. Blaine Gabbert, 9 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, really not very good. So, how well has he played to showcase himself for another team? He has one more chance tomorrow. I don't think he's in San Francisco's starter, or he's in San Francisco's future as their starting quarterback, but we'll see. Todd Gurley, as we discussed, had a very good season. He most likely will not be playing because he is doubtful tomorrow. That's a real shame. He went over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. The guy was coming off a ACL injury in college, so give him credit. Certainly in contention for Rookie of the Year. With this game, really tough. St. Louis has been playing well. I think they'd like to get to 8-8. We discussed that a few weeks ago that they would probably at least get to 7-9, win out of 2 out of the final 3. I wasn't expecting them to beat Seattle though, so I do expect them to beat San Francisco, get to 8-8. Hopefully, either Nick Foles or Case Keenum, whoever gets the start, limits the turnovers. I expect they will, and I like St. Louis in this game, 21-10. San Francisco's offense gonna really have a hard time. And then really the only game where both teams playing have something on the line, and that's why it's the Sunday night game. The Minnesota Vikings at 10-5 travel to Green Bay to play the Packers, who are 10-5. The winner will be the AFC North champion. The loser, if it's Green Bay, they will have the actually I'm not sure. The loser most certainly will get surpassed by Seattle if they win, but we'll see what happens. Certainly they're not thinking about losing; they want to win. Injuries: Adrian Peterson, running back, probable. This is for Minnesota. Linval Joseph, defensive tackle, doubtful. For the Packers, Eddie Lacy, running back, questionable. Mike Daniels, defensive end, questionable. Sam Shields, cornerback, doubtful. Now, this game is in Green Bay. It's going to be a real tough test for a Minnesota team that's still very young. Teddy Bridgewater still has the shackles on him. He's had them on most of the season. I'd like to see North Turner let him loose and let him throw the ball downfield. I think that's the only way they have a chance against Green Bay. Granted, they don't really have the receivers that would instill fear in the defense, but you still have to try. And that's not to say Adrian Peterson isn't going to get his carries. Of course he will. He's going to carry a big load in this game. He's the one who will carry them to victory if necessary, but their only chance is to let Teddy Bridgewater take some chances down the field. I don't expect that they are going to be able to do that. I think they will. I know I've been saying it all season and it hasn't shown. I could look like a fool again. I think they will try to open it up tomorrow. I just don't think Teddy Bridgewater will be able to do it consistently in his first try. And Mike Wallace has not been good enough going downfield for the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers will make the plays. Green Bay's at home. They're going to find a way to win this game. I like it to be 30-16 in favor of the Green Bay Packers. All right, so that is it. Of course, there was no Monday Night Football game on the last week of the season. We will be back Monday to give you the breakdown of all these games, playoff implications. We'll certainly get into that next week when I'll be on the radio talking about all the playoff games as well. And sometime the next week, we'll give you postseason awards, all that good stuff. So be sure to stay tuned and enjoy the last week of the football season. Thank you guys so much.